Okay, welcome back. Video 3. And I suppose I should probably start with a bit of a recap as to what's happened since my last game. I sorted out my scouting, which I said I would. Um, First things first, I've got a bit of a dilemma because there seems to be a bit of a leadership void at Arsenal, which, again, just goes to show um, just how realistic the game is. So there's a bit of an issue here that I actually think Hector Bellerin should be squad captain, and I believe it in real life as well. Him or someone like that. But his leadership stat is so low in this game that it makes things difficult for me. I'm tempted, considering this is a game, to actually. You used to be able to train him on leadership, I thought. As in, it was like an individual focus, but it doesn't look like you can. Okay, well, that's put pain to that idea. So I don't know who I'm going to have as captain. I'm not having David Luiz. I want a player who's going to play regularly. Kieran Tierney's only just turned up. Lacazette isn't a bad shout. I'm liking the idea of Torreira or Holding because they can be long-term captains. But I don't know if either of them are actually getting trained in leadership. Like, as in, if it's like a mental stat that's going to grow up as they. No, see, I don't think either of them. Is it one of those mental stats that can only be trained, maybe? Because if so, then maybe what we do, and this is a bit weird, is that in the mentoring, David Luiz I've put in there, and he's already with Torreira and Holding. I reckon we go for Torreira as captain. Because, to be fair, if we're not going to go for David Luiz, right, then the best leadership stat we've got there is a leadership stat of 13 in Granit Xhaka. Yeah. So Torreira and Holding are both like 12 and 11. It's barely a difference anyway. So how about we go Torreira and Holding? I must state this isn't what I would do in real life. But confirm that. And look, if someone gets upset about it, then they can do. But so we got Torreira as captain and Holding. Right, bit of a recap for you on what we did. So I can't remember where I left it. Did I leave it after the Shakhtar game? We played this team, and so players started coming back. We played this team, and every single game we're playing at the moment, I appreciate they're not the strongest of teams. But I actually played Joel Lopez. I started him at left back. And he's been training really well. So he's improving. So I'm really liking what I'm seeing from him. But actually the training report came through and he was like the best trainer of the lot. So there you go. Training rating 8.65, which isn't bad. So he's going in the right direction. Was it this game that we got an injury? Basically, Bukayo Saka has picked up an injury, which is devastating. Martinelli got a hat-trick in this game. Valencia, I think. We played Valencia. We beat them. So this was like the first real test, apart from obviously Shakhtar. And I will take you to this game, but we dominated the game. We blew them away. We missed a penalty. In fact, we missed two penalties. I don't remember the second. But we missed two penalties. Mesut Ozil has been a fantastic pre-season, which is great to see. He got himself 2 goals. How many assists did he get himself as well? Yeah, he got himself. Did he get? No, so no assists, but key passes. He's playing really well in this game, so I'm happy with that. I then went on holiday for the Galatasaray and the Genoa game, purely because I thought I need to get through this. I wanted to get to a state with West Ham where, I'm able to actually start the season off rather than keep going through all the pre-season friendlies. But we've had a really good pre-season. But like, even if we go to the Valencia and we look at the stats, we're walloping teams, like 31 shots. Like, if anything, we're just not putting enough away. So what actually happened in Galatasaray? Now, bearing in mind I wasn't in control of this game, but again, we've still got 12 shots on goal, 6 on target. And remember, this is the beta, the Football Manager beta. So it's not like I've done anything here. Like, it's not like I've done any data editor or anything like that. Genoa, again, I was on holiday for this game just to get the game going. Moving on. 16 shots on goal for Arsenal, 5 on target. That can't be Goran Pandev. Is that 36 years old? Goran Pandev. That is remarkable. I haven't made any transfers, and I probably won't, to be honest with you. I know it's not very exciting, but quite happy with the balance of the team. I've got all of the training sorted. Is Pepe back? Yeah, I think Nicolas Pepe's probably back now, so I can sort out his training as well. So there you go. Joel Lopez, training rating 8.65. Granit Xhaka's training well as well, to give him his due. So the individual training now. Callum Chambers. Why? I don't understand why my training keeps being undone. Seems like it sort of knocks it out. I don't know if that's... So Nicolas Pepe. So West Ham, first game of the season. I think I'll probably go with this formation rather than the more attacking one, just until we get ourselves into the game. I know the players aren't particularly liking it, and I should probably actually start thinking about my actual starting lineup. So Bellerin's still out injured, so we'll go for Maitland-Niles. Socrates, take out Mustafi and put in probably David Luiz as the ball player. Kolasinac, because Kieran Tierney's still out, I believe. Yeah, we've got injury problems, y'all. Guendouzi and Torreira in the middle. Martinelli on the left, because we don't have a lot of choice. He looks knackered. Why is he so knackered? I hope he's not playing for the reserves. No, he hasn't been, so I don't know what all that's about. I don't know why he's so tired. Who knows? Okay. So, Martinelli on the left. We'll have Meza up front. Meza and Ober up front. We'll move him from there. Clear position. Joel Lopez, not just yet, but he will get his chance. I just feel like first game of the season in West Ham is a tough ask for any player. So we will have as a backup right back. It'll have to be Callum Chambers, won't it? Mustafi. God, we really don't have any options. Oh, Smith Rowe's on his way back. That's handy. And we'll put Pepe on the bench. Where is Laka? Injured, of course. So it looks like we will be putting Joel Lopez on the bench. Just to make up the numbers. That's terrible. First game of the season and we're already making up the numbers. I know we've got Danny Ceballos, haven't we? I knew I was missing someone. It'll have to be for Joel Lopez. Although Chambers is knackered. Uh, these two give us a lot of options. Yeah, let's remove Joel Lopez for a little bit. So this is a player who's going to be on my shortlist indefinitely. One day we will buy him. Hopefully we'll get a lot of... hopefully with Havertz we will eventually get a enough money to buy him. He's going to be really expensive, but I would break the bank for him. Especially Mesut's not getting any older. This is a player I bought last year, in the last year's game, obviously. Believe it or not, he's actually a really good all-rounder. Like, you can play him at left back. Alright, well, you can, but he's got all the attributes to actually be like a decent sort of makeshift left back. But I actually happen to play him as the wide midfielder there. And you can also as well play him as a defensive midfielder. His stats are very different to last year's, to be fair. But anyway, I will not be buying him this year. West Ham scouting reports they're playing the 4-2-3-1. It's a pretty standard, isn't it? 2 inside forwards they've got to do. So, with very fluid. Is that the tiki-taka, would you say, is what they're going to go for? What do they? We can't afford that. So they want... Forgot I even made that deal. So I've downloaded some of the packs, but this is from last year, of the badge packs. So some of them aren't showing. So I think in time I'll have to download a better bunch of packs to go with the game. But this will keep me going for now. At least the Arsenal sign is there in full vision. Saliba looking good. Eddie Nketiah, good. He played, did he? That's interesting. He got injured. It's fantastic. I swear we are cursed with injuries. Like, every player is getting injured all the time. Tyrese John Jules, that's another good one. That's the loan which I actually sorted out, actually. So he played... He scored. Very good. Like that. Or was that against the first team in the practice match? Opposition, yeah, it was. Okay. William Saliba isn't playing by the looks of things. Okay. Look at that injury table, huh? It's like half the team's missing. Okay. Saving game. It saves often. I might need to change that. It seems to like auto-save a lot. Holding begins rehabilitation phase. Good, because he's going to be our captain soon. taking part in that. Will not be taking part. I don't think I need to. I think I've done all of my registration, haven't I? Yeah, no, I'm missing. Joe Willock's in, but he doesn't need to be. See if he'll take a new contract yet. Fantastic. So he's quite a patient guy, which is surprising that he walked out of my contract negotiation so quickly. So playing time in this time is going to be that he's a fringe player. Playing time next season is that he'll be a squad player. And in 2 years' time, be a regular starter. In 2 years' time. Our client is happy. Good. Okay. Negotiate contract. Now this is where it gets silly. The amount of money. Contract length I want as long as possible. I'm going to ask Senyehi to suggest an offer. See, he was asking for like 70 odd thousand before. That's much more like it. Right. So we'll offer 35. Loyalty bonus, I feel like I can give him at least 500 and hopefully that will sweeten the deal a bit more. 500k. Appearance fee of 10. Goal bonus, I tell you what, we'll give you a decent goal bonus if you score. Unused substitute fee. I really don't like that fee. And this is what I don't like, is the yearly wage rise, so we're going to remove that. Now, after reaching... And then 20... Would that be 25 games after the 20? I mean, either way, it's still a lot of money. See, look, already they're going, oh, look. Right, so he wants a £1 million loyalty bonus that I can do. If I start offering 55 now, 15, goal bonus of 5, unused substitute fee of 10. I can see him walking out on this one as well. I'm not doing this 10%. I'll offer 80. That is an daylight robbery, what he's asking for. Absolutely daylight robbery. Ridiculous. Oh, yeah, fine. Fine. Absolute daylight robbery. And I tell you what, you're injured as well, so... Oh dear. Right. Iber, Mesut, Martinelli, Torreira. Suggest using Xhaka. What's the reason for using Xhaka? Has performed especially when in training lately, shown improvement in his game. Yeah. Okay. Torreira, Martin. Thanks for the suggestions, but I'm not using them. So Bennett to make his managerial debut. My avatar doesn't look anything like me. Torreira taken ill. Seriously. What's he taken ill for? Food poisoning. Figures, doesn't it? Ridiculous. So we'll put Granit Xhaka in there. Put Joel Lopez in there as the substitute number 7, because we've got no other players that can play apart from goalkeepers, really, because everyone is injured magically. We'll leave it. At the moment, we've got ages to negotiate transfers. Let's just carry on identifying players. Transfer deadline has passed. No, I don't need to worry about the squad registration. I've got no one else to register. Just check that Saka does count under that. Good. And obviously we've got the under 23 squad as well. He is amazing. I signed him in last year's game as well. He had already been at Barcelona by that point. What's his value? 15 million. To be honest, the only reason I'd sign him if Laka decided to go. So we're away to West Ham. So this is a tunnel interview, right? Granit Xhaka has made his 100th league appearance for the club today. Just how much does he mean to everyone here? Truly fantastic, and I hope he marks the occasion with a top performance. This is supposed to be in the tunnel. Granit Xhaka appears to have been handed a role that doesn't really suit him. Are you confident he'll perform? Certainly trust him. Right, we ready? Great. Nelson has a go. So we started well, to be fair. We've gone for a positive outlook. I thought we were going for a balanced outlook. Right. Right, go on then, Gabriel Martinelli. Let's go forward. Great crossfield ball. Oba hits it from miles out, has to be said. 7 shots already, 1 on target. Looks like we're shooting quite a lot from long range, actually. Go on, Oba. Gotta be. Great save from Fabianski. Done everything but put it in the net. Save Leno. They've had one chance. And I don't understand either how they got in behind, because we're not playing a high line. It's done a shout to demand more just before half time. West Ham starting to get back in the game. Team talk. Keep doing what we're doing and we'll be fine. What I'm going to do is deliberately not go to the other tactic, because I don't want the I want the instructions to be the same for what I've got here. But we're going to go which should be the same as the other, just with different instructions. Well done, Kolasinac. Let's go then. Prefer this match engine. It's a lot smoother. Kolasinac run it right. Ozil. Oh, Mesut. There you go. And that is why. Great work from Kolasinac, I think. I mean, he nearly dribbled it out. He did his best to dribble it out. Stopped it right on the byline. Tucks it back. Martinelli. Ball across. Mesut with his head. Keeper watches it go in. I think I might need to increase the speed a little bit on those highlights. It's a little bit slow, isn't it? Just conscious I need to make a Reece Nelson, ball in, Socrates 2-0, and there you go. So should be, you never know with this Arsenal team, but it should be a winning start. Second goal, Socrates header. Right, quickly, let's get that speed up a little notch and try and see if we can make it a little bit quicker. Oh, another one. Oba, should have buried that. We're absolutely doing a number on them though. So let's see if we can ring the changes. So Martinelli's looks knackered. Let's bring him off. Let's bring Pepe on. And let him swap over with Reece Nelson. How's Reece Nelson holding up? He's okay. Give the fans a bit of Pepe. Maybe I've spoken too soon. Okay. So let's bring on a bit of Pepe. What other changes can I make then? So Kolasinac is looking a bit tired as well. So I'm going to bring on Joel Lopez. We are 2 goals up. And the other change I'm going to make actually is Callum Chambers in that central midfield role. So this is a little bit of a gamble. We are only 2 goals up. But we've got the rest of the season to recover. And I know what I'm going to do actually. I'll tell you what I'll do. Is I will go and I will put on the control possession tactic more. The idea being that we'll be able to see out time a little bit better. Ainsley Maitland-Niles has held up well, considering it's a really demanding role down the right. 82. So a game that I thought really we dominated in, especially in the first few minutes. But it looks like they've been getting a lot of shouts from their manager. But we'll take the 2-0, hopefully. Done. It's good that. Team talk. Good win, boys. Well done. Great opening victory. Got to see Pepe out there. Achievement unlocked, a clean sheet and first victory. Thank you very much. Clinical. Sorry. David Luiz impresses, and so does Socrates. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to have him keep coming up as that. So his nickname is going to be that. Can't be doing with that. Yeah, good all round. Pleased with that. That's the opening game. Right, criticise your training, sunshine. I don't like the way that the players always say, oh, I'll be going now. Oh, we've got Man City coming up. Next. Actually, let's just have a little look at our schedule and see who we've got. So obviously we've got Man City coming up next. When have we got Spurs? Tottenham. It's about right. No. Actually, in real life, I thought the North London derby was a bit early. So we've got City in 7 days' time. So hopefully Torreira will be back for that. Gonna go with experience in that game against City. One day, yeah. Man City beat Chelsea. So hold on, are we in first position as things stand? After 2 games we're top. Do we think there'll be a shock opening day result? I've got to be honest, I'm not so sure I do. Not so sure I do. Leicester walloped Everton, that's probably about right. Everton beating Watford. Spurs and Palace. Come on, Palace. Okay. Davinson Sanchez sent off. Okay. And Liverpool beat Bournemouth, which is probably about right. Villa beat United. We like that. You love to see it. Brighton and Wolves. Very good. Augsburg played. Now that's interesting. I've got a player at Augsburg. A potential right back in Simon Astor. Well done, Eddie. Can I talk to him? Can I congratulate him, do you think? Apparently not. It's producing results though. Individual training workload medium. Listen, son, if you want to make it, I'm sorry. See, look, it's only medium is there. Right, Nicholas Pepe should be doing double intensity. Yeah, that's fair enough. Why is his stats going down then? Anyway, we're actually going to be playing him as a complete forward. Arsenal player names into Socrates, eh? Well, that's all I heard about Brenda Ranieri. When you're ready. None of them. 2 suggestions. Okay, he can be. And actually, Joel Lopez. Yeah, he can. I actually don't agree with that, but I am going to go with balanced for the pre-match. No. No, I don't like those suggested changes. Ready to face Man City. Right, pre-match. Handle briefing. So, first things first in the pre-match briefing. We're going to go with the slightly more defensive. But instead of positive, we're actually going to go for a balanced outlook. I don't like the idea of going... I mean, I know if we do go defensive, then we can hit them on the counter a bit more. Joel Lopez, look at you. I'm determined to make him... Right, it's time for the big one then. So, Arsenal Man City, second game of the season. Hit with injuries, aren't we? So, just check that no one's come back. Tomorrow. Oh, he's just out for that extra day. Seka's now another 4 to 6 weeks. Mill Smith Rowe 9 days. Kieran Tierney 2 to 4 weeks. Oh, okay. Hector, when's Hector back? 3 to 6 weeks. So we're asking for a bit of a miracle, but let's get involved, shall we? It is at home. Yeah, let's go carry on where you finished the last match. Defence, I'm going to say that I'm expecting a performance. Let's go, let's have it. These tunnel interviews aren't annoying at all, are they? Are you hopeful that Mesut Ozil will carry his recent good form? He's been playing very well, certainly want to see him keep it up. Oh, good. Just the one question this time. Man City have obviously kicked off. Straight away on the attack. What are we, 7 minutes in and already they're on the attack? John Stones, David Silva. Where's our left back? Where was our left back? Kolasinac. What was he doing? Ainsley, Nelson, Ainsley. Ball in. Go and get. Oh. It's going to be quite an action-packed game at this rate. Oh, Jesus. Out. Who's going to pick it up? Go on, Mesut. Go on, Mesut. If anyone can pick someone out, Martinelli. Kolasinac, just pull it back then. Who's in there? Oba. Oh, he's missed another sitter. He keeps missing sitters. What is his finishing stat? 17. Okay. Composure 14, to be fair. Heading 14. Got to be putting them away, really. All right, it's another highlight. We're only 24 minutes into the game. Kolasinac, out you go. It's a bit better, isn't it? Oh. Straight into another highlight then. It's been coming. Raheem Sterling. I think that's a better highlight speed, isn't it, to be fair? It was a bit juddery before. Okay. Go on, Mesut. Distribute. Good. Let's go then. What a ball. Go on, Oba. Maurice Nelson. Granit Xhaka. Okay. See if we can push them back a little bit. We're being massively outplayed. Okay. Won't be long before I start to make just like I did before. Okay. At least it hasn't been such a hectic first half. David Luiz, Torreira, Kolasinac. Mesut, get on that, get on that. It's a bit better. Lovely ball out to Reece Nelson. Who gives it away? Right. Just dribbling for us like we're not there. So good, isn't it? Oof. Okay. So Pepe's going to come on for Nelson. I think that's probably a given. We're going to keep Martinelli on. Guendouzi for Xhaka. How's Xhaka doing? It's Torreira who's having the stinker, really, isn't it? Okay, we're going to take Xhaka off for Guendouzi. I mean, really, as well, the two defenders looking anxious. I should think about taking one of those off. Let's leave it at that for now. There's two positive changes in there. And it is only one, isn't it, that they're winning by? I just feel like I could change our tactics a little bit to play the more tiki-taka. I just don't think we're going to out-football them. I really don't. And aside from putting Danny Ceballos on for Martinelli, I mean, Oba's had a stinker. I know what we'll do. Oba's had a stinker, yeah. So we'll put Pepe up top. What? He can play as a forward. We'll play Martinelli as the striker. And what we'll do is we'll play Pepe on the left. And we will play... It's a little bit unbalanced, I know. But hopefully these two can cover. Shall I play him as an advance forward? No, I'm training him to be that. Oh. Go on, Kolasinac. Oh, he's been a beast. Go on, release it. Oh, he's run into a brick wall. Oh. Mesut, Oba, oh, is it? Oh my God, really, Pepe? You got the whole of the goal to aim for, and you go for that. Anyway, last couple of minutes. Right, final roll of the dice. Then we're going to go attacking. I'm going to say that I demand more from them. Torreira with the ball in. Yes! Get in! Socrates again. He's our top scorer at the moment. Okay, I might just peg that back a little bit and maybe not go quite so gung-ho. Torreira with the ball in. Socrates. Well, what have we got? A couple of minutes to sit out. Right, now is when we do this. in actual fact, do that for now. Really? What kind of a camera angle is that, really? Oh, it got disallowed, did it? VAR decision. Well, that's handy. Oh, come on, we're waiting for them to score now. Okay, let's go with a cautious. Out. Chase it out, then everyone out. Right, it's a goal kick, right, full time. I'll take it. We got a little bit of a hammering there, but I will take that. I'm going to tell them it was a great effort. You know, with all the players we've got out, I am really pleased with that. All the players we've got missing. That was good. Yeah, well done. Well done, boys. Let's just let the... have we got Leicester next? I don't think we deserve to win, Freddie. We've got Leicester next. See what all the other results were around the ground. So Sheffield United beat Everton. They have been poor. Yeah, they're rock bottom. Sheffield United into second after 2 games. Villa got another win. That's not David. No, it's not. No. Man United, all eyes are on Man United. And there's Liverpool wallop Spurs 5-0. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Still, I shouldn't laugh until we've played Liverpool, to be fair. But and then Man United, Southampton. Can there be another upset? No, they won 3-0. It's really weird how some of the loading goes. Like, some of it seems to be like that was instant. It didn't even show me the result, if that makes sense. Twists and turns. Right, available for under 23 match. So who can I? So Matt Macy can be available for the under 23s. Nicholas Pepe, no, because we've got in 6 days. Danny Ceballos. Joel Lopez can. While he's not starting. I seriously want to make him a star. It's going to be a tall order. Chelsea Bournemouth. Well, that'll be a Chelsea win. Wolves West Ham. Well, we'll simulate that first, 2-0 Chelsea, and then Wolves West Ham. I'm not too worried about the other 2 games at the moment. It's all about Leicester. We've moved down to 7th. What position are we? 4th. Okay. Okay. Lacazette resumes full training. It's fantastic. So hold on. When is that under 23s game? He's on 88 physical condition. Can I put lacquer available? Like, just for 20 minutes or something. Let's hope he doesn't banjax himself. And you know what? If it's tomorrow, he's got 5 days to recover. Let's put Pepe in there as well for 20 minutes. And Danny Ceballos, just to give him 20 minutes. So none of them should knacker themselves out. It's just a... oh, yeah. So we got to be... James Maddison. His free kick taking is a bit special, isn't it? He is a bit good. Poor man's Ozil, really. Yeah. Achievement unlocked. Millionaires Club. What's that? Career earnings over 1 million. Done anything? Must be like the pay. The contract that you're on, I guess. I don't want to keep praising, otherwise he's going to start getting annoyed with me. I've seen that before. So Lacazette is back, isn't he? Under 23s was that. Have a look and see. One recently returned. Did he play any of that game? So Danny Ceballos did. I said 20 minutes. He's played 36. Joel Lopez did okay. The time in between can be quite lengthy. So with Leicester, again, it makes sense to play the 4-4-2 because they've got Jamie Vardy who's quick. And so I don't want to play a high line. Excuse me. Leicester just drew. So why have they played an extra game 3 days before? Pulled hamstring. I'm actually going to make a board request. How do I do this? Oh, there we go. Coaching course completed. Well done. Forgotten who I sent on there now. Facilities. Improved training facilities. I hate that you haven't been with us very long. Like, surely you can see that it will be prudent to do. Rubbish. Yes. Yes, Hector. His rating's nowhere near as good as it was in the last game. That's a shame. Okay. He's one to remove from the shortlist. He was never on my shortlist, but he's another player that I bought last year. There's a lot of players that I bought last year haven't ended up being very good. Zinchenko, of course he's good, he's at City. 24-year-old goalkeeper. Contracted to Barcelona. Bayern. I know who I'm going to look up as a backup goalkeeper. One, two, three. And actually, even Emi Martez is a sub, so should probably... The likelihood of him coming on. I know who I'm going to look up. In fact, let me have a look. Pre-match analysis. So they drew 0-0 with Brighton. Tend to come down the right, which is our left, which is great because we're a bit more defensive down the left, or at least in role, maybe not in player. He's a goalkeeper for Roma, is he? There's quite a few of my like players that I bought in last year's save. There's a few that came up for Roma. Diawara, he's there. Mickey's obviously there. Lopez. I'm sure he's still very, very good. If he's at Monaco, I'm not going to get hold of him, am I? So they've got... That's interesting. So they've got Leicester down here as being like a team that we should be fearing. Because it's saying that we should play defensive. So I'm going to play our custom formation because it gives us a little bit of cover down the wings. So I'm happy with that. But I said a balanced mentality. But their suggestion in the tactical advice be to be defensive, which almost says that they're considered... Oh, Man United, Liverpool. Liverpool away win for me on that one. 3-0. God, they are spanking teams at the moment, Liverpool, aren't they? Scary. Joe Willock. Nice to see Joe Willock getting in on the performances there. Tottenham and Chelsea, the 12 o'clock kickoff. Be a good day for the fans, wouldn't it? 1-1 Spurs-Chelsea. I was hoping Chelsea would wallop them. We're away to Leicester. It's the late kick-off, so that's the one that's probably televised. Probably need to think about just ringing a few changes, but I want to keep a bit of stability. Joe Willock deserves to play. Yeah, when do we play Everton? We're getting spanked by everyone. Because he's been training so well, I'm going to reward him with a start. There's not too much I can do from a selection point of view due to the number of injuries. Lacazette's still not quite ready, is he? Shall I put him on the bench? 4. So Chambers, Torreira, Pepe, dare I do it? No. There's a whole season ahead, so I don't need to be worrying about players not getting game time just yet, at least first team. So defence, I think there's more to come from you. I want you to control the midfield and the attackers. In fact, yeah, because Oba has been in poor form. So assertive. Show me what you've got tonight. I want to see a good display. Put some away. You've left Alexander Lacazette. Is that due to... No, I didn't. I thought I put him on the bench and I took Xhaka out. I put him on the bench. Strange. Maybe he meant the starting lineup. Straight away we're in. Scored an worldie from about 30 yards out. Maddison, Vardy, Tielemans. I mean, come on, really? Good recovery. Go on, Martinelli. Torreira out. Ainsley Maitland-Niles, Nelson. Oba. Oh, that looked like an own goal. Apparently Mesut scored it. Well, I'm happy with that. He was in great form pre-season. Nelson. Maitland-Niles. Oh, okay, fair enough, yeah. All right, I'll take that. I'm actually going to go on the front foot because we are outplaying them really. So I'm going to go for a positive approach. Oh, Mesut. So highlight still going. Maitland-Niles. Who's helping him? Is he given? Oh. Martinelli. Nelson. It's behind him. You've given the ball away again there, haven't you, Maitland-Niles? Reece Nelson gave the ball away again. Oh, VAR. Let's have a look. Oh, he's off. Well, look at that. Thanks, VAR. Demand more, I think. Just before half time. Oba. Reece Nelson. Torreira. Lovely ball that. Ainsley. Martin. Oh. Good effort, lads. Going in at half time like that. Am I the only one that thinks that Reece Nelson hasn't been that? We have been the better team. We've created more. What I'm going to do, though, tactically, I've seen this before. Inside forward on support mode. And we'll wait a bit before putting Nicolas Pepe on. Go on, Martinelli. David Luiz out wide again. Mesut. Socrates. Right, let's again. Reece now. Oh, that was a really poor ball. Kolasinac wins it back. Mesut. Torreira. Lovely ball forward. Come on, Obi. You've got to put that away. Oh, my giddy aunt. Right, you're coming off. You're coming off. I'm sorry. You are coming off. Jesus. We'll put Lacquer on. I know he's not fully fit. And then we'll put Pepe on for Martinelli. And I feel like we could swap those two over. Release the ball, Pepe. Kolasinac, Nelson, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, Pepe, Maitland-Niles, Reece Nelson. Yes, get in. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Torreira's on a booking. He's looking composed though, so I'm not going to worry about him. I'm going to turn it down a touch. That's better. Much better. Nelson. Back post header. Yeah. One more sub to make. Willock's done well. How tired is he? He's doing all right. I feel like I just feel that could be a massive mistake. Let's go with my gut and take Mesut off and put on Ceballos more. Just a fresh pair of legs. But I want Torreira and Willock in the middle. Especially if it said that Torreira wasn't looking composed, I'd have more of a problem with it. I tell you what, Nelson's done really well since he's been out on that left, hasn't he? Starting to look a bit tired now, though. Last 5 minutes. It's our highlights. So tell them to concentrate and we'll go to a balanced approach. Don't lose it there. Nice switch. Maitland-Niles again. We're just switching it from... It's like a tennis match. Kolasinac makes it in the middle. Ball back. Who's going to get on it? Torreira again. Recycles it. Maitland-Niles. Beat your man. Get the ball in. Pepe. Ugh. Oh, you are joking if they're going to hit us on the counter. Oh, do me a favour. Right after I just told them to concentrate. I know that hasn't taken effect yet. Oh, for goodness sake. Yeah, I get it. Right. Between you. Go on, Pepe. What the hell was that? That can't have been a shot. Two points dropped. 2 points dropped. Not good enough. Not happy with that. None is even at the King Power Stadium. Yeah, you know that. Best for it's coming along nicely. Wonder Kid. I was quite happy though with the way we played in that game. I'll have a look at our training reports. And I will be criticising your training report. Okay, so I think what's probably best is if I play the Villa game. Smith Rowe's back, good. So we're starting to get the players back now. To be fair, actually, I should probably let him actually come back from injury before I put him on the double intensity. That'd be a good test, actually, just for the game. See if it does it. Because in theory, very good. Optional future fee of 6.28 to the loan. I appreciate it's to the. I'm actually quite transfer is not acceptable because he's on loan. I take it. Hopefully, he doesn't get that. I might put him. On my transfer list. My short list, I should say. So as I said, I'll play the Villa game. They drew with Brighton, did they? Saving game. I don't think I've. Oh yeah, that would be a complete lie if I was to say that. Right. Where's Bukayo Saka? Is he ready to be offered a new contract yet, or is he still sulking? Still sulking. I love the way I've given myself a Continental Pro licence when all I really have to my name is a level 1. Right. It's funny. Right, Carabao Cup draw. I get rubbish draws in this all the time. Whenever I play this, I get rubbish draws in the Carabao Cup. I want a nice... someone like Salford, that'd be nice. MK Dons, Morecambe. Even like Barnsley, Blackpool, Brentford, Bristol City. Not a Premier League side. Forest, I'd rather avoid, especially if it's away. Man United, Newcastle, South, of course. Huddersfield, Man City. Take MK Dons away. No. Stoke. Yeah, I'll take Bristol City. No. Chelsea, you watch, that'll be us. Brighton. Right, Blackpool, yeah, I'll take Blackpool. Spurs, we're going to get Spurs, aren't we? No. Sheffield Wednesday, yeah, okay. No. Are we even in this draw? Millwall. From the teams remaining, I'll take either of them, but Liverpool or West Ham. I'd even take Millwall. Okay. God, do you know what? I can't remember the last time Arsenal actually played Millwall in real life. Yeah, I'll take that. I'm happy with that. It's fine. Draw for that must be soon then. A bruised thigh. So, okay. So first off, Emil Smith-Rowe is back, is he? Completely. I should have made him available for that. Is it too late? Right. David Luiz comes out and we will put Mustafi in. That's the deal. I'm going to see if I can make him available for that reserve game. We've got Granit Xhaka there as well. So ideally the under-23s. Is it too late? Has the game been played? No? Okay. So Emil Smith-Rowe available for 45 minutes. Next game's in 2 days. I think I've got him down as a sub and him down as a sub, haven't I? I'm going to let Chambers play for 20 minutes. Going to let Granit Xhaka play the full 90. It's nothing personal, big man. He just doesn't fit in my squad. Like, it's got nothing to do with the player in real life or the group stage draw. Okay. So we're seeded, right? Yeah, so we are in Group D. Okay, the next pot. So we want to avoid PSV, really, is the only team that I really care about avoiding. All the others I don't really care about, even Celtic. Frankfurt, yeah, why not? I feel like, did we get them in real life? Poker's supposed to be the strong. I don't really care who we get out of this one. Spartak Moscow, yeah, why not? And it really doesn't matter from this pot. I guess as Alkmaar would be a good one to avoid. I'd quite like the Arsenal Tula. No, well, clearly missed out on them. Torino. That's actually a tough draw. Like, on paper, I know I said I didn't really care who we drew, and I don't to a certain extent, but I think that's a tough draw. See, I'm yawning. That's why it's probably best I call this the last game. How long has the stream been going as well? 1 hour 30. Long time. Smith-Rowe as well. He got 45 minutes under his belt, so that's good. Joe Willock. Nice. Nice, love that. Okay. Villa in 2 days' time. Just trying to see if I can make a few change arounds. I'll give it to Freddie to do. There you go. We're at home as well, are we? Yeah. And Greenwood. Go with our custom formation. We're going to go with a positive outlet. Good. Thanks, boys. Liverpool beat Leicester. We should have beaten Leicester. Disappointed with that. Not the one. Tottenham beat Brighton 3-2 away. So they're starting to build momentum, aren't they? Man United won. Sheffield United won. They're doing really well. Palace got battered. Chelsea drew 2-2. So no one's really, like, you know, Chelsea... Liverpool are the only team, which is pretty standard to real life, really. To be fair, this is pretty close to real life at the moment so far. We've had 2 draws. Mason Mount, Reece Nelson. Average rating. Okay. Upcoming competitions. Missing out loads of these from my scouting. I thought I had... I suppose they're all new ones, aren't they? Right, so let's sort this out. So, World Cup African scouting. Right. African, European, that's European as well. Okay. So, in Africa, I've got Roger Smith. Dun, dun, dun. Where is our Roger Smith? Here he is. Edit assignment. Competition. Africa. No. International World Cup qualifiers for Africa. It's good, that. Good. Then we want European under-21s and European under-20 elite. So have I got doing Europe? Jonathan, him. Okay. That was Europe as well, wasn't it? Yeah. Did I miss that one? That must be... be that. Olympic Games. God, what do we do for that? Oh, it's only Olympic Games qualifying. Looks to be Oceania. I don't think I've got anyone set to Oceania, so that's interesting. Italian under-20 Cup. So we've got 2 Italian, England and Germany. So in Italy I had Giulio Di Marco is my man in Italy. Here he is. Good. In England I had Peter Clark. FA Cup. FA Youth Cup. Got a German. And then we'll have to sort out Oceania. So in Germany I've got Hans. Sounds very German to me. Scouting, Simons. So where's Hans? Here he is. It's good that. Right, and the only other one is Oceania, so I'm going to create a new assignment for Oceania now. See who it goes to. So we want competition in... I've done Asia though, because I've got David Lee in Asia. So we'll go Olympic qualifiers. We might as well do... because that looks Oceania Nations Cup, so that makes sense. Okay. Nation Oceania, New Zealand. Region Oceania. Continents Oceania. We want the condition to be scouted potential ability is very good. So who's been lumbered with Oceania, huh? It is J. Lefebvre. There we go. Good that. So if I go back to my... that should be now all the suggested competitions to scout should be scouted. Realistically, you're not going to get any of those. Serge Gnabry. Arsenal v Villa. If he had more match practice, I would play Lacazette over Oba. Oba needs to start scoring. Pepe on the bench. Reece Nelson's in such good form that I can't drop him. Guendouzi. Mesut's playing well as well. Yeah, playing them yesterday for 20 odd minutes was probably a mistake. We'll just put, literally to make up the numbers, Emil Smith-Rowe on the bench. Proceed to match, yes. I didn't actually check on the physical condition of my starters. They're all fine. I'm going to tell them all they've got faith. I want to see a win. We can't be languishing down the bottom, even if it is after 3 games. We need to start, I've gone for a positive outlook. So we're the home team. Straight away we're out there, aren't we? We're out there doing it. We're 3 minutes in already, there's a highlight. Let's go. Well done, Mesut. Who's in the middle? Oba. Oh. Socrates recycle. Release it. Okay. I wasn't even appealing for a penalty. Socrates. So Socrates, I put him to work on his headers, and he's really is, isn't he? I actually did put him to train on his headers, and he's our top scorer this season. It's all us. Gabriel Martinelli, Kolasinac. I like the new match engine in this game. I think Kolasinac is looking really good. Maybe it's just me. Oba, Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Martinelli, get in. Just a little bit concerned that we seem to score a lot of headers, and it's not really it's not really the tactic I'm playing, because I'm playing put low crosses in. Look, they got the spray. Look at that. Yeah. Maitland-Niles. Yeah, it's another header. I'm not moaning. Just a little bit concerning that we're not really scoring anything other than headers. Right, where's the winners in the middle of the pitch? Torreira, well done. Willock, Torreira. What a ball, Oba. I don't know if he was offside there. You need to score in this game, Oba. You really need to be scoring, because I'm not happy with the amount of chances you're missing. He's clinical in real life. Torreira. Right, I'm going to go attacking. I know we're 1-0 up, but I want this game. Socrates again with the header. We are missing so many chances. Demand more from them. I thought that might have been Kolasinac out. Right, Reece Nelson, let's go. Let's break Arsenal. Oba, go. Who's at the back post? Another header. We're scoring a lot of headers at the back post. Good assist from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. That's our complete forward in support mode. Certainly supporting. Another header from Martinelli. 2-0 Arsenal. Still, we are Arsenal. We're quite good at giving away 2-goal leads, so we'll see where this takes us. Martinelli to Ozil. Ball through. Reece Nelson, can he make it? He's kept it in. It's been cleared. Socrates, Torreira, Kolasinac, Gabriel Martinelli, Kolasinac, Torreira. Nice to Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Ball in, Martinelli. Oh, it's nearly a hat-trick of headers in the first half. Kolasinac, clear that. Release. Right. Back post again. Martinelli's there. He's gonna... Oh my God. Is Oba just destined not to score? How they've still got Douglas Luiz on. He injured himself like in the first couple of minutes, didn't he? Trying to work out where this highlight's going. Keeper. Good pressure, Mesut. Oh, Oba, go and finish. Yes, Oba. Yes. Pleased with that. Really pleased with that. It's good interception there from Oba. Fair enough. "19 shots. Mesut, there you go. There's the 4. Mesut's been really, really good. He's been brilliant in this season so far. Probably one of the standout players for me. It's almost as if he's one of our best players and should be playing. Right, we have absolutely done one on Villa. I feel like I can ring the changes and rest players in this second half. See what happens. See who hasn't had a... But I think Emile Smith-Rowe for Martinelli. I might even stick Martinelli up top and give him some time up top for Oba at this rate. And their lone striker there. Nelson, 1-2. Oba, yes. Can't take him off when he's scoring goals like that, though. It's nice to see. Maybe that's it now. Maybe he's sort of settled. Torreira out wide. Maitland-Niles, Nelson, Maitland-Niles, Oba, very good. Yeah, well, we'll take that. What's that, 5-0? So, while we've got the chance, Torreira, I'm going to give him a bit of a rest for Chambers and play Chambers in the middle to give him a bit of game time there. Emile Smith-Rowe. I feel guilty doing this. I'll tell you what. Let's give Mesut a rest. And then we'll bring on Pepe as well. And that's the thing, when you're playing like that, you've got almost an embarrassing... No, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Right. Undo everything. James is coming on for Torreira. We're going to have Lacazette come on for Nelson to give him some game time and get him up to full speed. We're going to have Laka as an advanced forward. We're going to have Oba. We're going to have Martinelli as a complete forward in support mode. We're going to have Mesut in behind. And we could even... Oh, that was it. I wanted to put Emil Smith-Rowe in, didn't I? Because I want him to get a bit of game time. There you go. Well done, Chambers. Over. Nice, that's Ober's hat-trick. Nice to see Callum Chambers winning the ball as well. He's playing out of position, or it's a new position that I'm training him in. Wins the ball in the middle there, sets up that attack. Look at that. Straight away, distributes well. Ober finishes 3-0. Ober has arrived finally this season. And it feels as well in this game that every highlight we're going to score from. Like even this, like Grealish is on the ball, goes out wide. We've met target now. Already we're covering that area. They're moving the ball around well, to be fair to them. El Ghazi. Okay, it was a good save. I've got it on attacking, haven't I? Probably pull it back to be positive, don't you? We don't need any more goals. So that's full time. 28 shots, 15 on target, 6-0. Martinelli got 2. Oba got 3. Mesut got 1 as well. Oba got 3 goals and 2 assists, so it looks like he's finally turned up for this season. Good win, boys. Well done. Pleased with that. And that what takes him to 3rd, is it? There we go. And I've got the achievement unlocked thumping, which means your team won competitive match by at least 5 goals. Very good. Okay, Smith-Rowe makes debut, which is good. So yeah, he came off the bench, so that'll be good for him. Oba was class. I'm going to praise it and really lift his spirits up. He was superb in front of goal. He also set 2 up. Brighton in 13 days. Have our under-23s got any game before that? Yes. I think there's quite a few players that I can suggest play that, because I'm thinking for the Brighton game that we make a few changes. Brighton are getting, the 16th. So, for instance, Martinelli has played a lot of football. Oh, there we go, look. Oh, right. His, that's improved, his potential ability from what it was. So that's good. I was going to say it was a bit harsh on him. I think... See, the problem is while players are playing well, you want them to play. If we have a look at our schedule, though... Brighton, Spartak. There's a chance for like some of the fringe players to get 3 games in a row, and I know Everton keep getting spanked as well. That is a real opportunity for some of the fringe players to get, and even Torino after that, for them to be getting some first team football. So I'm actually thinking Joel Lopez, how long till he's back? 2 days. He'll be back ready in 13 days. He won't be back though, will he? 10 days in 3 weeks, not really. He won't. He could be. If he gets... I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put out the best possible situation between 6 to 12. Again, I don't think he'll be ready. Oh no, it's alright, we're going to play Joel Lopez in that game. I've got to start Oba though after his goal scoring in that last game. It's just about rotation, nothing else. Granit Xhaka on the bench as well. Possibly. Instead of maybe Torreira. Give him a full break. He's been doing well though, Torreira. So how does that... I bet that looks very different, doesn't it? So Socrates as well could do with a break. He's played all the games, hasn't he? And Ainsley Maitland-Niles, but I don't think Bellerin will be back in time. He must be developing. Just his first touch, eh? Yeah, it looks very different, doesn't it? Look at Pepe. I can assure you he's a bit better than that. Okay. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to save it. I'm going to quit. I will come back and I will probably do another stream tomorrow, and I will probably do it early doors while the rugby's on. But I'm going to rotate for the next lot. I'm going to keep the same tactics. This is early doors. It's encouraging that we're in 3rd position after 4 games, is it? So that's not bad. And then I'll come back for the Brighton game, obviously, and stream that. But I'm happy with the way things are going, really. We're starting to get players back, which is good. There's going to be a bit of rotation. I need to look to see whether or not I can give Saka a new deal yet, because he is part of my plans, like very much so. But the amount of money he wants is ridiculous. Right. So playing time. Okay, breakthrough prospect. Oh, no. Fringe player, yeah. A squad player. That's good, actually. So it would be, okay. He might not want quite so much now because of that. So contract length will be as long as possible, which will be the 3 years. Let's ask Sanyehi to suggest. Right, so we know that he wants more money than that based on the promises. So let's offer him 35 to begin with. Or 30, sorry, to begin with. Big loyalty bonus because then he's more likely to sign. Right, no agent fee allowed due to wage, right. Or age, I should say. I'm going to remove and exclude that because I bloody hate the yearly wage rises. And after reaching a certain number of games, 25. Why is that blacked out? Is it because we're not allowed to go to that much? I don't understand why that's been... Let's remove that one. And let's put him to 50. Oh, Jurassic Park. So, okay, learning curve. When you're negotiating contracts, it will be very much based on the playing time has a big impact on where he is. So where I've said, I think in 2 years' time, he's going to be like a main player. He's going, right, okay then, well, if in 2 years' time I'm going to be a main player, I expect this. So there you go. Okay, right, I think we can leave it there. I will say thank you very much for watching. I'm really glad we've got that Saka thing done and put to bed now. That's really good. So thanks very much for watching. Enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheerio.